Yes, respected friends, co-sadhakas, welcome, salutations to each and every one of you with all the gratitudes, with all the congratulations, with all the wishes and prayers and submissions. Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mokshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Bhasha, Gnata, any other such important Vyaktitvas required for spiritual unfoldment. We can note them, we can try to improve ourselves in them. Of course, taking the help of the Shruti Mata, the Gurus, the Devatas, the Ishvara Tattva, the Shakti Tattva, and Sakshat, the truth, the reality itself. Welcome to the study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad, first chapter, sixth mantra, very categorically, clearly telling us about how the jiva gets bound and how the jiva gets moksha also. Though said in simple words, but is the most important topic of spirituality for all the serious, sincere spiritual seekers. Not only to listen, but to understand. Not only to understand, but here is the place where by all means one has to be convinced about. Everywhere in spirituality, it is the faith conviction that works, no doubt, but such is the place where the conviction is more essential because once we are convinced in this aspect, we get an avenue for the sadhanas to be done. We get even inspiration also for the sadhana to do, and a clarity comes to us as to what to be done. This sixth mantra is in that way very, very beautiful, essential. Almost half of it, more than half of it, we have seen it. Remaining half and the quotations we have to study. Let us do it. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana. Before that, our common sense thought for the day. Common sense thought for the day today is key, as we are seeing, as the students of Shastras and the Sadhakas ki, how not easy at all, how difficult is Adhyatmika Marga. Now we understand why they say it is Kshurasya Dhara. And also now we know why many people do not opt for it because of the difficulties, toughness in it. This is what we have to realize. Then again, reassess. Therefore, this is most tough and difficult. You want to give it up and go back to the earlier life of karma phala samsara janma marana. Always you have an option. You are welcome to go. No. I want to be on this path. Then be mentally prepared for going through all those toughnesses, all those difficulties, all those seemingly unsurmountable challenges. And these all difficulties, challenges in spirituality are felt by the one who actually starts doing. Those never do, only at the grossest information level, not even inclination or willingness to do sadhana, उनको इन सब कठिनताओं का पता नहीं होता of like any field in the world. कि like the electrical work. So if you are not at all interested in that electrical work, I don't know the intricacies of it, the difficulties in that of all the joining the wires or being safe there, knowing all the connections well, Oh, Sarah, I am not interested. I will not know because that's not liked by me. In the same way, any other field, if you go into that cooking work, the one who has never entered into the kitchen, the difficulties the lady goes through there trying to make the khana, in that her 30, 40 years of cooking and feeding, cooking, feeding, how many thousands of times her hand might have got burnt. Chota ya bada, he doesn't know. How many times the finger cut, how many times that anxiety, tension, and so many, it's a meditation only. Cooking also is meditation. Meditation also is cooking of Paramatma Tattva. So here also, those who enter into it, to them, they will know all difficulties. Okay, this is a point two. Third point is what? The difficulty here is always the yuddha between the attack of Prakriti on us, and we try to reach to the Purusha Tattva. Mahabhayankara Yuddha. This Prakriti of the outer Jagat of Rupanama and the Prakriti of our own Upadhis. And these two from millennia has been trained in one particular way. All that software is very strongly, very firmly, continuously affecting us. And just because we have taken up the Adhyatmikata doesn't mean that things happen smoothly. All of these have to be negotiated, answered, and cleared, mastered, transcended, all that. That's how this balance, like the vehicle, two wheeler, both the wheels, both have to be balanced, isn't it? So too, the wheel of spirituality of the Paramatma Tattva has to be balanced. The wheel of the attack of the Prakriti. It doesn't attack, but we are changing our path. Therefore, it attacks us. It appears to be attacking. If you are one with the Prakriti of Upadhi Tadhatmya, one with the Prakriti of being a worldly person, प्रकृति को कोई ऐतराज नहीं, चल ठीक है आ जाओ हम दोनों दोस्त. But when we have to go to that Purusha who is beyond Prakriti, that time the what about us? The Prakriti says, we can't be without you, you should not be without us. That's how it chases us, isn't it? So therefore, it's a relentless, continuous janama sadhana. You know, that how to do this sadhana, where do I stand exactly, isn't it? To understand all this, to know the step by step sadhana is what we are studying our Shastras. It's a beginning one. The Shastra, after studying and Manana Karke, one side, the ultimate goal, its glory, and the direct paths for it, means for it. Those things we have to understand. And while trying to walk on that path, then we see the resistance from the opposite camp. And then here also, A to Z, every aspect, how this Prakriti, subtle and grasa, is affecting. It becomes mandatory for us to know. Then only at each of the place we start taking the actions and applying the remedies, etc. Like a doctor. Totally, when he knows the disease of the patient, all aspects of it, then he can treat it with each of the medicine depending on number of diseases there are problems. If the diagnosis is not perfect, treatment cannot be. So here also, in general, how every jiva gets bound, today's topic is that only. In particular, myself. Where do I stand in my own total Vyaktitva as on now with regard to Prakriti? Where I am caught up, where I am weak, where I am bound, where I am the slave. In every aspect, each of them, when that's diagnosed, then only the treatment can be done. And it is necessary. And then all of this has to be taken as a challenge for sake of sadhana. Anywhere that source of inspiration goes away from within, then we give up this path because of the continuous, incessant toughness, challenge in it. है ना? सम ऑफ द थिंग्स आउटर एक बार कर दो तो होता है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी ऐसा नहीं है. एवरीडे सुबह उठना, एवरीडे उपासना, एवरीडे शास्त्र अध्ययन, एवरीडे यू हैव टू डू द sadhana till it becomes a habit, till all those otherwise vasanas are gone away. It is so tough. And the vasanas will not go away unless that way we act by which the vasanas go away. And here, how much careful we have to be to avoid the newer headaches to enter also. So, what is the thought today? The whole world will attack us, the Prakriti will attack us. We have to jello that continuously, managing ourselves not to become prey to it. Same time, our spiritual goal and vision has to be intact. Balancing both of them, days together, lives together, we have to keep on spending. In this, as regards our actual thing is concerned, through the study of Shastra, becoming pakka regarding our goal, becoming pakka regarding our sadhanas to be done. This struggle has to go on. Then, little by little, even those to be done sadhanas, we try to do small little doses. While doing so, the heavy load of attack by the our own valued Prakriti for many, many lives. And there, that is so powerful key. You cannot easily convince it or defeat it or even brush it aside. है ना? ना कन्विंस कर सकते हैं उसको, भैया मेरे को छोड़ो, मुझे साधना करना है. ना डिफीट कर सकते हैं. It's so tough it is. Not even it can be avoided also. कि चलो मैं फेंक देता हूँ. Where will you throw your mind? Where do we throw in the mind our the rajagunas and tamogunas? It's not like the dirt in the room house निकाल के फेंक दिया. फेंक भी नहीं सकते उसको, जीत भी नहीं सकते, और तुरंत वो दोस्त बनकर कोऑपरेट भी नहीं करता. Our own prakriti. There's nobody in spirituality. There's nobody as friend and enemy to me other than my own self. Isn't it? Our own selves. And then in this struggle only, as it is said, we will know where do we stand. And accepting that, being at very humble level. No need to feel any guilt or regret or arrogance, but humbly, yes, यहाँ हूँ मैं, शुरू करना. Then one or two things are what? Always we have to be in connection with those things which are continuously source of information. Because information तो पक्का चाहिए ही, लगातार source of continuous information or knowledge of various details. क्योंकि कोई भी डिटेल नहीं जाना और उसको नेग्लेक्ट किया तो फिर वहाँ गड़बड़ होता है. So the source of information has to be always tapped to be in contact with. Equally is the source of inspiration, isn't it? At the type of place of source of inspiration, we have to be careful. Those sources must be at the highest pedestal, not the lower one, because instead of inspiration, there is a chance for getting deluded into the jealousy aspect. तो जैसे कोई बंदा मेरे से रिच है, तो when I look at him to get inspiration, I may end up in getting jealousy also. Illogical. Jealousy is illogical, but mind can have that thought. That we have to guard. That person is rich because he's working hard, so let me be inspired. Why is he very richer than me? He's favored by the God more than me. These are all jealous. Mind, if it's not understood and quietened, it will like the children. If you don't shut their mouth again and again, they keep on making noise and disturbing surroundings. So too is our mind. So source of information continuous. That is our Shastra Shravana, Shastra Adhyana, and the Mahatmas who have their own Anubhava. Again, life histories of the Mahatmas, they all give us the source of information wala. And the inspiration also. That someone who is in the high pedestal of spiritual sadhana. So when he is there, even I also have to be that type of inspiration. And nothing wrong if one contacts that person, gets the directions, gets the guidances, follows it. No need to bring any ego aspect there. Why is it? We have to grow. The Lord has come in this form. So that is helpful. So take the help. And then the third one is the source of initiation. वो तो फिर हमको ही होना पड़ेगा. Information source can be something outside. Inspiration source also can be outside. But initiation, somebody may do little, but then it is we who have to take initiative every day. This is the most crucial thing. It is we who have to take initiative. This topic we discussed 15-20 days back, so elaborately we will not talk about. But इतना तो कहना जरूर पड़ता है. It is ourselves again. We have to take initiative, whether to cleanse off our antakarna of all those heavy loads of obstacles. We have to take initiative. It is right from the change of the diet, right from the change of our schedule, right from the mastering our the schedule of the day, right from our changing outer interactions with the world or people, and more importantly, inner attitudes and intentions. एक एक चीज साधना का विघ्न होता है. एक एक चीज को सुधारने का इनिशिएटिव हमें लेना होता है. It is ours. Others may help a little bit, but it is we who have to take the initiative to things. Here also, the other aspect of the doing sadhana wala, we have to take initiative, like you take of coming to the class. Then the homework wala initiative, some of you do it 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It is your initiative. Who will force us? Will anybody force us? किसको कोई नहीं पड़ी है. And it is such a thing. Even God and Guru, it is your moksha भैया. तुमको इनिशिएटिव लेना है. हमको क्यों पूछ रहे हो? हम मदद कर सकते होंगे, लेकिन हम आपके पीछे नहीं पड़ सकते. Like at the age of childhood, the parents take initiative for the child of giving him bath, giving him food, putting him in the van to go to school, etc. अब जो थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया हो, they cannot do it all the time. है ना कि अब वो 40 साल का हो गया, अब उसको उठा के माता पिता उसको ब्रेकफास्ट करा के, हाँ बेटा जा तू अभी ऑफिस, ऐसा नहीं होता हो. He'll have to do it, isn't it? In the same way, God and Guru are very much there. It is we from within, taking that initiative. For that only, that challenging attitude, the inspiration, ये सारा somehow create करना है अंदर से. नहीं है मतलब you should understand from a spiritual standpoint what sort of zero life we lived so many lives. मतलब पिछले जन्मों में हमने कुछ किया ही नहीं आध्यात्मिकता का कि अभी इतना वो शुरुआत ही डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है. इनिशिएटिव शुरुआत मीन्स आई एम नॉट एबल टू इनिशिएट जप, इनिशिएट पूजा, initiate my homework of studying Shastra, initiate of that vicharana, the contemplation. That means what? I never brought that stock or balance from earlier life. And other things, I am so aggressively involved. इन द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ वर्ल्डली नेचर, तो उसको मैं लेके आया हूँ वहां पर। It should be a proof for that understanding. Then in this life, I will gather with my efforts these positive samskaras of taking initiative to do sadhana as much as possible. जैसे हम कल देख रहे थे इस बात को, 1 सेकंड किया, 1 सेकंड हुआ, 1 मिनट किया, 1 मिनट हुआ, 1 घंटा किया, घंटा हुआ. That is two things. In that 1 hour, the sadhana is done. In that 1 hour, the habit of, the initiative of doing sadhana, the training is given to ourselves. तो इस तरह जितना जितना जब जब मूड कोऑपरेट करे, जब जब मूड हम तैयार बना सकते हैं करते हुए, वी हैव टू डू द प्रैक्टिस ऑफ साधना. So those sadhana samskaras have to be increased by doing, by taking initiative. The more we are able to do that, that is good for our future sadhana. Now, to anyway, very aggressively, vigorously, we are not able to do because of no practice. But this should not continue the same. A day should come in this very life, if possible, after 5, 6 years. Whichever the sadhanas I am struggling to do today, I should be able to do every one of them perfectly. So put your steps in that direction. Thoda thoda. All boils down to taking initiative, both in sorting out the issues, sorting out the prakriti, sorting out all our vasanas, negative habits, all that initiative लेना पड़ता है कि नहीं? जैसे दांत दर्द हो रहा है, पेट दर्द हो रहा है, सर दर्द हो रहा है, we have to take initiative to go to doctor. Take initiative to tell him कि this is what I am going through, and initiative to listen to him carefully about all precautions to be taken and medicines to be consumed. And then I have to take initiative to correctly follow that medication. Then there is a chance of health. अब वो भी नहीं कर रहे तो चांस भी नहीं रहेगा. जा ही नहीं रहा डॉक्टर के पास, ले ही नहीं रहा दवा, तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता है ना बीमारी को. वेदर इट इज शारीरिक बीमारी और सांसारिक बीमारी, वो आते होंगे अपने आप नहीं जाते हैं. अंडरलाइन दिस पॉइंट. उसके लिए मेडिसिन लेना पड़ता है, इसके लिए साधना करना पड़ता है स्वयं को. Isn't it? So very superficial problems, they may come, go if our immunity is little stronger. अगर इम्यूनिटी के बाहर वाले हैं तो आपको दवाई लेना ही पड़ेगा, स्वयं ही लेना. इन द सेम वे स्पिरिचुअलिटी में the sadhana will not happen by itself, both of keeping away the prakriti as well as pursuing the purusha. स्वयं को ही करना होता. So today's whole thought is what? Now we have understood how tough spirituality is. Second, an option that you want to give it up or take up it. Third one is, if you want to take up, be mentally prepared that the heavy loads of the opposite natured inner and outer things keep on attacking us, not allowing us to do any of sadhana. Therefore, accepting it so, we have to balance both of them. Doing the positive sadhana of spirituality, of studying Shastra, knowing the truth, knowing the path, trying to walk. Same time, this other aspect also of that so much of heavy load of obstruction, these difficulties, we have to slowly conquer them also. For both of them, information required, inspiration required, initiative required. Information source we have to tap continuously. Inspiration source also tap continuously, carefully. But initiative is ours. And then another very important initiative is continuously in touch with that infinite powerful Bhagavan. वो तो बिना नहीं बताए तो भी it is बताए every day. In our everyday common sense thought, one common sense thought goes without saying is the krupa of that Bhagwan. है So more and more prayer anushtana to that Paramatma also very essential. ऐसा करके our own sadhana giving up also is not correct. On the name of sadhana, we are struggling. Not taking the help at all of God also is not correct. Like in our own house, children. So much dependent on you, the parents, also is not correct. Isn't it? And then they themselves doing everything. उसमें इतना mistake गड़बड़ हो रहा है and they're not consulting you at all. Also is not correct. They both should be there. They should contact you, take the inspiration, blessings, guidance, and they themselves have to do. A sadhak को भी वही होता है. This Upanishad of ours covers all these aspects more than any other Upanishad. अदर उपनिषद थोड़ा इधर उधर बताया होगा, इस पे तो बहुत भरपूर बताएंगे अबाउट द ईश्वर, ईश्वरोपासना एंड ईश्वर कृपा फॉर साधना. And while wanting to get the Ishvara Krupa for sadhana, we have to worship. Even while doing that worship of Ishvara, praying Ishvara, the same Prakriti of ours again becomes an obstruction. कहीं छोड़ेगा नहीं वो. It's not easy to have again faith in Lord, do the upasana, that too every day. वहाँ भी जीतना पड़ता है. Means what? चाहे कर्मयोग करना चाहो, भक्ति योग करना चाहो, अष्टांग योग करना चाहो और ज्ञान मोक्ष योग. For all of that, this will continuously troubling us. Everyone will have to go through. Nobody's exception. That is the way it is. That is why जन्म जन्म लगता है ना. वो माता प्रकृति को प्रेम से, मर्यादा से, respectfully, slowly, seeing to it that she is not made aggressive to attack us and just pull us away from sadhana and throw us in samsara. प्यार से वो झेलना पड़ता है, बहुत कठिन है. And all Prakriti is nothing but our own mind. Mind only, it's powerful worldliness. यही है पूरा बॉयल इसमें आ जाता है बात. तो इन माई ओन माइंड the understanding, the vasanas, the habits, the convictions, all things is here only finally. So the Ishvara Krupa also we have to take up. Then through the source of information and inspiration, we get both of them and take initiative and keep doing both sadhanas. Don't feel jealous about others when they do good sadhana. Get inspiration from them. And if you don't contact or see such people who are doing sadhana, then inspiration may not come to us. So our sadhana will be a very slow nature. We don't improve upon ourselves, correct ourselves, if we don't look at someone who are higher than us in spirituality. While doing so, there is a danger of being jealous. थोड़ा उसको intelligently avoid करना. This is the struggle it is. And one another important thing here, there is no comparison with others, there is no competition with others. Like two cars are going on the road from one point A to point B. You cannot compare at all of their journey, right from the first aspect of what is the capacity of the car onwards. ये का तो हाई लेवल कैपेसिटी वाला कार होगा, जबरदस्त है, और दूसरा वाला एम्बेसडर है, तो व्हीकल में ही इतना फर्क है. Just because the road starting point and ending point are same, the journeys may not be, cannot be, should not be, will not be same. And the ones who are driving, वो गाड़ी में एक जवान लड़का है, तो चल ये तो फिर 60-70 years man, he cannot be so, he is not expected to be so fast, so speed, etc. Then who are there in that car, who are there in this car, है ना? All youngsters are there, तो they will तो उकसाएंगे और दबा एक्सीलेटर. बट इसमें All elderly people, patients are there. So you cannot go fast. है ना? Then very many other requirements en route. है ना? पेट्रोल भरने के लिए रुकना पड़ता है, ढाबे में रुकना पड़ता है, वॉमिटिंग हुआ तो रुकना पड़ता है, कोई शॉपिंग करने की बात है रुकना होता है, फोटोज लेना है तो रुकना है. तो अदर फेलो मे or may not do these things. You can't compare. In the same way, I somebody else sadhana. Sometimes I also may be appearing to be doing better than that person, but that doesn't mean that he will be lagging. He will also do better tomorrow. The best is he his own way, my own way. रोक लाइक ये पेट्रोल पे रुका है गाड़ी और दूसरा वाला सोच रहा है अरे मैं उसको ओवरटेक करके जा रहा हूँ. आफ्टर सम टाइम उसका भी पेट्रोल हो जाएगा ना. ही विल आल्सो स्टॉप. दिस फेलो विल गो अहेड. The basic point is inspiration we take from others, guidance we take, but never ever compare at all. And always optimistic. When you look at somebody who's at the higher sadhana level, then I will reach to that level also, if not in this life, maybe in few lives. Then work towards it. And those who are lower than us, look at them, feel sympathy. May they also come to this level of at least being regular to the satsanga, regular to the श्रवण of the तत्व. ऐसा उनके लिए प्रेयर करें, उनसे इंस्पिरेशन लेवे. In that way, look at the world also for this inspiration information and initiative though we only have to take both in the Anvaya sadhana of Tattva Jnana, Tattva Chintana, Tattva Prapti sadhana, the other sadhana, all obstacle management. They are not that way two separately, they intermingle. मतलब एक करते हैं तो दूसरा होता ही रहता है, साथ में ही चलता है गाड़ी. Like you are seated to listen, it's a sadhana. At the same time, there is a pain in the stomach, pain in the knees, or mind says go here and there. That itself is prakriti. तो उसको झेलते हुए क्लास में सुनना. Isn't it? This is what is sadhana. All the time it is like that. You want to do the puja, same time only the other options come. Mind gives some other suggestion. अब उसको no करके we have to do it. You want to do the meditation, on the seat of meditation, other thoughts come. उसको रिजेक्ट करके ओनली द तत्व चिंतन में आउट. दिस इज व्हाट. तभी वो अटैक करेगा जब हम जाने ना. व्हेन विल द ट्रैफिक और रोड विल ट्रबल अस? व्हेन आई एम ऑन द रोड इन माय व्हीकल टू ड्राइव. जब घर में गैराज में गाड़ी लगा के घर में हूँ तो द ट्रैफिक वोंट ट्रबल मी क्योंकि मैं गया ही नहीं उधर. सेम वे द प्रकृति ट्रबल्स व्हेन वी आर एक्चुअली डूइंग द साधना. उसी समय दोनों को मैनेज करते हुए आगे बढ़ते 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 रहना है. अप्स विल बी देयर, डाउन्स विल बी देयर. कभी कभी रुक जाती है गाड़ी. समटाइम विल बी एट अ वेरी लोएस्ट एब ऑफ आवर एवोल्यूशन. कभी कभी ऐसे फिसल गिर जाते हैं, फिर से उठना पड़ता है, फिर से आगे चलना पड़ता है. बट वन थिंग श्योर, थ्रू स्टडी ऑफ शास्त्र, when Paramatma Jnanam is gained, that knowledge is made stronger. The desire to obtain that Paramatma is stronger, stronger. From that, all other things happen. This is basic. है ना. तत्व पाने का इच्छा को प्रबल नहीं करे तो no sadhaka is born in us, no sadhana is done by us. The earlier said things are the sadhanas. So that's how in our satsangas we touch upon the truth every day. Inspire ourselves to make it as our goal to reach. Then sadhana के aspect में सारे बातें आ जाए. Maybe in that way we taking initiative help ourselves. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वर जीवविवेकविदं भव शङ्करदेशिक मे शरणं। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति धर्म संस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह निरंतर दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। जस्ट 5 mantras. ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः, फोर्थ चैप्टर। यैको वर्णो बहुधा शक्तियोगात् वर्णाननेकान् निहितार्थो ददाति विचैति चान्ते विश्वमादौ स देवः स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो तदेवाग्निस्तथादित्यः तद्वायुस्तदुचन्द्रमाः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्म तदापस्तत्प्रजापतिः त्वं स्त्री त्वं पुमानसे त्वं कुमार उत वा कुमारी त्वं जीर्णो दण्डेन वञ्चसे त्वं जातो भवसि विश्वतो मुखः नीलपतङ्गो हरितो लोहिताक्षः तडिद्गर्भ ऋतवः समुद्राः अनादिमत्त्वं विभुत्वेन वर्तसे यतो जातानि भुवनानि विश्वा अजामेकां लोहित शुक्लकृष्णां बह्वीः प्रजाः सृजमानां स्वरूपाः अजो ह्येको जुषमाणोऽनुशेते जहात्येनां भुक्तभोगाम् अजोऽन्यः। ॐ नित्यानन्द निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ षष्ठः मंत्रः। चैंट द मंत्र 6 दो बार। सर्वा जीवे सर्वसंस्थे बृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति। सेकंड। सर्वा जीवे सर्वसंस्थे बृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति। This shloka, beautiful meaning, telling both bondage and liberation to us. सिंपल है, इसको समझने के लिए क्या एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं। Every example in life, every day we go through thousands of examples. I know. Anyway, like in the office, the boss is there. You are there as a subordinate. No. When you are one with the boss, all facilities boss provides with all love and conveniences. Jushta tataha it is called as. But if you take yourself to be other than the boss, means कुछ difference distance maintain कर रहे हो, पृथक आत्मानम and प्रेरितारम. Atmanam is I, the one who is employed there. Prerita means that the boss there. पृथक है मानो, कोई बीच में गड़बड़ हो गया, then right from the writing the wrong CR onwards, everywhere he will trouble us. प्रमोशन को रोक देगा, ऐसी जगह पे ट्रांसफर कराएगा, ऐसे ज्यादा काम देता है. You understand? In government also, these are MLAs and these which are bureaucrats or anyone. If they are not in good term with that MLA MP, then इनका जीना हराम कर देंगे वो. मजबूरन वो लोग अल्टीमेटली ट्यून हो ही जाते. ये तो एग्जाम्पल नेगेटिव है, बट हम उसको बात समझने के लिए कह रहे हैं. एट होम ऑल्सो when the children are in good tuning with the parents, so much love the parents anyway they give, it's their nature, more and more they put efforts to take care. But if that fellow for any reason pruthak atmanam manyate, then he will not receive the help they give. They also will not be so much inspired to fully do it, क्योंकि ये ले नहीं रहा है ना जो हम हेल्प कर रहे हैं. ओके, कब तक वो करते जाएंगे? आशा तो होता है उनके अंदर, वी वांट टू हेल्प, और वो अकड़ रहा है, मम्मी आई डोंट वांट योर फूड कुकिंग, मैं एक बना के खाता. अब क्या करेगी वो मदर? So then this fellow suffers only. Anywhere in two relations, if one is not tuning to the other, from the other to this one, the dukkha comes. Okay, so in this world also, one is Paramatma, second is Shakti operational, Karanam Brahma. So we get bound in Karanam Brahma if we are not united with the Purna Brahma. Simple. In Karanam Brahma, there is nothing but samsara. You want to avoid samsara? Definitely there is upaya is there. And one upaya is there. One and only one upaya is there. One and only one upaya रहना भी एक मजेदार बात है. You will not get distracted. एक ही है, for go for it, that's it. And in that there is no competition with others. That वो वाला दूसरों को मिला तो मुझे नहीं मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं होता. So first two lines told us sarva jive sarva samste bruhante brahmachakre asmin हमसह ब्राह्म्यते. जीवा गोइंग थ्रू द ब्रह्मण. कारण क्या है? पृथक आत्मानम पृथक प्रेरितारम मत्वा. And as long as he maintains that pruthakva, the alagpan from the Paramatma, so long Brahmyate will go on continuing. If you want to come out of the Brahma of the samsara, then tataha jushtaha tena amrutatvam. अब जुड़ जाओ उनसे, then get that amrutatva prapti. है ना, the youngsters no out of ego, they fight with parents and separate रह जाते हैं बीवी को लेकर. And hard work, no salary, suffering. Whereas father has a lot of money to give. अब वो छोड़ के गया, क्यों देंगे? He will give some अनाथ आश्रम. करना भी चाहिए. No parent should write a will on the children who are disobedient or those who are not loving. नहीं देना, बस गधों को सीखने दो. Whoever they may be. You know, if with intelligence they don't understand logic, let them learn through the hard way, hard method. सीखना है किसी भी तरह से. Isn't it? So this is the main meaning. कि पृथक आत्मानम, पृथक means अलग. I am other than that शुद्ध परब्रह्म परमात्मा. I am जीवात्मा with all these upadhis, and ये मेरा पूरा separate identity है. As long as this ignorance related, delusion related, these type of sankalpas, kamanas, vyavaharas go on happening, so long I am in samsara chakre brahmyate eva. And it was already explained in the Bhashyam, means going from one life to the other, one upadhi to other, one relativities to other, one karma to the other, one karma phala to the other, sukha to dukkha, dukkha to sukha, ये संसार चलता ही रहेगा. Up to this we saw half of it. Now second portion of the solution for this samsara bandhana we have to see. So before that, this much we can study. Ki brahmyate means anatma bhuta dehadim atmanam manyamanaha. Anatma bhutam dehadim atmanam manyamanaha. This is the reason of the brahmanam. All the dehadi upadhi are anatma, but they are taken as atma. Having done so, by doing various karmas, sura, nara, tirya, gadi, bheda, bhinna, nana yonishu brahmyate. Remaining, you have to understand that in any of the yoni, when I enter, see the toughness there, difficulties there, misery is there, dukkha there, problems there, limitations there. Evam brahmyamana paritah vartate ityartha. That's what just now said. Having gone to that yoni, then that paritah vartanam. है ना, if he enters into that खरगोश का शरीर, so much tension, worry that fellow till it dies only. कौन आकर, क्योंकि वेरी कमजोर वाला है, सबसे कमजोर जानवर कोई है तो कमजोर जानने का रोश. It will be always worried, tensed and all. Khargosh and Gilahari and all that you see them. So, parivartate means as long as in that body, that type of fears, anxieties, tensions. If we are in a lion's body, paritah vartate. है ना, सबसे डरने वाला खरगोश का शरीर है तो सबको डराने वाला इस शेर का है. All animals are afraid of it. Human beings dare not go near. अब पंजा मार दिया तो खत्म. Even in the human sharira also, you can see some people khargosh natured of being afraid of anyone and anything around. And also there are lion type of people, Lions Club members. They will be roaring only at others. I am explaining to you both the meanings. Brahmyate means Brahmanam Karoti. In that Brahmana, he is in one yoni. When he is in that one yoni, Parivartate. He will just behave like that. Paritaha Vartate. And what we have to understand is, as long as this strong conviction, acceptance is there of Anatma Upadhi is taken as an Atma, our thinking, our actions will be according to that only. Like when I am convinced that I am a doctor, my thinking and actions will be like a doctor only to treat patients. No? I can't think like a lawyer or somebody else. Example. Same way, उपाधियों के तादाद बन गया स्ट्रांगली तो उन्हीं के अनुसार सोचना करना नामक परिवर्तन हो जाता है. Like I am employed in that office. As long as I was in service, I have to go to that office and do the work every day. If you have to avoid working there, you have to resign from it. So too, if I have to avoid my treating the patients, I have to give up that doctor identity. और मैं छोड़ दिया बस कुछ साल कर लिया, कुछ लोग होते हैं. So too, the उपाधि आइडेंटिटी रखकर उपाधियों के रूप में बिहेव नहीं करना नहीं हो सकता. The underlining word here is evam brahmyamanah parivartate. We gave the example. He comes home, then that is a brahmana. Being at home is brahmanam. At home, he will do parivartate. He goes to the office, that is another place of brahmana. And their vartana depends on that. He goes to the playground, that is a brahmana. Brahmana sthala. His dress, attire, identity will be there different. And he will do vartanam there like that. So he goes to a party. So there is a brahmanam and the parivartanam is different. तो जहां आप जिस आइडेंटिटी से जा रहे हो वही करोगे. तो वी आर इन द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ द देहादि उपाधि. Therefore, all wanted by deha are my wants. All modifications that are happening to deha are my modification. Therefore, I am Jiva, the Hamsa suffering. This is how the samsara. Now, why is it happening? Why this Upadhi Tadatmya has come and how long it will continue? Important question, no? The question answer यही है, we ourselves have separated ourselves from our own Paramatma Swarupa. That is what Prutag Atmanam Matva from the Preritara. है ना? There are no two beings here. I myself am pure, conscious self. But that identity I rejected. I took myself to be the Upaditadatmya Jiva Bhava Vyaktitva. So to make it more simpler, I am Nirupadika Brahman, but that thing I am not realizing. I am taking myself to be Sopadika Hamsa Jiva. So Prutag Atmanam Preritaram Chamatva. It like we gave the examples, the boss and subordinate. The subordinate is Pratak Matva from the boss. In that example, certainly there are two. Boss अलग है, ये अलग है. बट एग्जाम्पल के लिए वही एग्जाम्पल्स हो सकते हैं. यहाँ टू नहीं है. Two states of being are there. States of being. One state of being is identifying with the anatma upadhis. Another state of being is de-identifying with them. सोपाधिक निरुपाधिक एक ही मैं ही हूं. सोपाधिक में आई सफर, निरुपाधिक में आई गेट मोक्ष. So as long as I consider myself to be not the nirupadik, therefore पृथक हो गया ना. Then what are you considering yourself to be if not the nirupadika? The other option is sopadika. Then the upadis are in the karya karana brahma, or and then you are subjected to that. So here he says, Kena hetuna nana yonishu parivartate. Why he going into so many yonis called as Brahmana, and in each of the yoni parivartate, behaving exactly as in that yoni without having freedom. Why? Answer is iti tatra aha. Answer दे रहे कि पृथक आत्मानम प्रेरितारम च मत्वा. This is a sentence we are explaining to you. So simply. What is that? Atmanam means Jiva Atmanam. Who is Jiva? Upadhi Yukta. Then Preritaram means what? Ishwaram, the pure self. Ishwaram, Prathak means Bhedena. Matva means Jnatva. How? Anyaha asau, anyaha aham asmi. This is Upanishadic mantra, another Upanishad. Anyaha asau, anyaha aham. Very trickish point, this one. This point explanation becomes difficult for the guru and the poor students. It becomes so tough and difficult for them to catch. यही बात है. इसी को समझा पाए ना गुरु, then he is really a good teacher. Disciple is able to catch good, like the youngster. He's unruly, indisciplined. Only his outward. He's not doing his study of a school or college or whatever. No, he himself is rejecting himself to be a ruly, disciplined, regular student. He himself is accepting himself to be the indisciplined, unruly student. उधर दो लोग नहीं है. अपने अंदर ही जो पॉजिटिव संभावना है उसको वो डिनाई कर रहा है, एंड नेगेटिव वो अडॉप्ट कर रहा है. So here when we say that he is considering himself to be other than that good noble student, means that good noble student is not somewhere else, somebody else. He alone, his potentiality within, he is denying. He is continuing to be unruly, indisciplined. In the same way, this Jiva in himself, the Nirupadika substratum is there. But he doesn't want to be the Nirupadika Brahman. That's he want to be only Sopadika. Then you suffer then. Here the Prutak Matva ko हमें समझना है. ज्ञात्वा, considering it's himself. See, those who never study shastras, चलो ठीक है, उनका अज्ञान है. अब हमको पढ़ने को मिल रहा है शास्त्र, where we are told that we are pure Sachidananda Brahma. अब denying that identity but maintaining same earlier वाला, कोई नहीं स्वामी आपने बोलो ठीक है, आप रख लो knowledge, but I तो will be with the upadhis only identified. In an ignorant fellow, matva is equal to gnatva. But in you and I, after studying the Shastra, even after knowing also, it is only our Brahma delusion. The reason for it is that knowledge is not strong. Both the knowledges. That the self alone is real, in that only there is bliss and moksha. And this not self is not at all real. Holding on to that alone is the cause of bandhana. ये knowledge पक्का नहीं होता है. इसलिए हम ये नहीं छोड़ते, वो नहीं पकड़ते. That's why the Upanishads like Mandukya, when we study, in that entire Jagrat Jagat and the Upadhis are proved to be mithya, even though they are experienced, even though they are contacted. Still it is mithya. They prove. When that's deeply understood, then their readiness to give up the Upadhi Yukta Jiva Bhava and readiness to take up to the Nirupadhika Ishvara Bhava, Paramapto Bhava, will be having it. That readiness. After readiness only the sadhana starts. We are all now, without being ready, doing things like children, not ready to study subjects, but still they go to school, college, and they pass also, but still they don't have knowledge because they never had the readiness. बस जबरदस्ती पेरेंट्स भेज रहे हैं, वो लोग सिखा रहे, एग्जाम कहा लिख दिए, थोड़ा मेमोरी पावर अच्छा है इसलिए पास हो गए. ये तो मैकेनिकली चल ही रहा था, but he was never ready to gain the knowledge because therefore the knowledge never came to him. He passed out but no knowledge. इन द इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऐसा होता है. पास तो होता है लेकिन उसका कोई ज्ञान होता है. Ask the graduates, let us say he's graduated in some scientific subject, science. अब पूछो उसको 5% भी याद नहीं रहता. Because you were interested to study to gain the knowledge. It was only because सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए ग्रेजुएशन वाला फॉर फर्दर थिंग्स. चलिए उसके लिए वो लड़ाई झगड़ा. Otherwise, I mean that effort. Here also, if I am not ready with conviction to give up my upadita adatma jiva bhava and take up nirupadika brahma bhava, sadhana has become meaningless to me. And this I will do when I am convinced that there is only samsara and sopadika. Because the upadhis are unreal, mithya. Their appearance and anything appears slowly disappears. In between that appearance difference, continuous there is modification. Because of that, it is unsteady at any moment. That which is continuously modifying, every moment unsteady, how can it give us happiness at all? That is why we see the same person cannot give us happiness next moment. Same thing cannot give us because it is changing. Not only that is changing, our own faculties are changing. Bhaiya. So all are subject to change, na? Subject to time. They are born only to die. Between the birth and the death, what is there is change, modification. The time is there inside, operating, monitoring this change to happen. That is how the wife and husband know. एक दिन she is in mood, but he is not in mood. He is moody. Another day he is in mood to talk to her. She is moody. विचित्र होता है. He is very loving one day. But she says, you shut up, I don't talk to me. And other day she is very loving because salary day. And he is afraid. पूरा पैसे देना पड़ता. He says, don't talk to me. In that way, they don't talk to each other every day. But खाना बनता है, सब चलता है, all नौटंकी. isn't it? Upadhis change, the world changes. So the idea, here it is said, Prutag Atmanam Preritaram cha Matva iti. Atmanam Jivatmanam Preritaram Ishwaram Prutak Bhedena Matva Jnatva. How Anya Asau Anya Aham Asmi iti. Jiveshwara Bheda Darshanena Samsare Parivartate Ityartha. This is a punchline to be underlined so far. जीव ईश्वर भेद दर्शनेन संसारे परिवर्तते इत्यर्थः. Now this topic has lot to explain. Okay, if I take an initiative, it will be lengthy, but little touch we do. जीव ईश्वर भेद दर्शनेन संसारे परिवर्तते. जीव और ईश्वर का भेद का दृष्टि जब तक है, दर्शन मीन्स दृष्टि, दृष्टि मीन्स philosophy, philosophy means ignorance. Here the ignorant philosophy. Philosophy can be ignorance. A terrorist has a philosophy. That is an ignorant philosophy because you should not kill anyone. But he made it a philosophy. So, जीव ईश्वर भेद दर्शनेन संसारे परिवर्तते. इसको पहले पकड़ो. Now, what is the meaning of it is, I am the jiva with my limited upadhis, and he is the Ishvara with samashti upadhis. So, what do you mean by bheda here? Very subtle. Bheda means whatever the Ishvara is telling us to do, telling us to keep as the goal, not listening to that is called Bheda Darshan. That's what is the Bheda between father and son. What exactly the father wants, the son is not doing. That is the Bheda, no? Now, the Abheda Sthiti kya hai, for example, with regard to the Jiva Ishvara, two things. One is what? Jiva at the Upadhi level do exactly what Ishvara says. And with that pleased, the Ishvara will remove the Upadhi of Jiva, will remove the Upadhi of himself also, then give him the oneness Anubhuti. And neither we want the oneness Anubhuti with the Ishvara, nor we want to be obedient to the Ishvara. And where he tells us to live life like this. Then what are we doing? We are thinking and doing whatever we want. That is the meaning of Bheda Darshan. Why the Bheda comes between two people? Because of the difference in opinions only. And we cannot afford to have different opinion than Ishvara. Because he is the boss of the whole universe. He is the one who made the world. His rules only will work. And मैं नहीं मानता हूँ, then we suffer then. This is the way. Jiva Ishvara Bheda Darshanena means Sopadika Rupena, I am disobedient to Ishvara. Means what Ishvara telling me to do with the Upadhis as a Jiva. Both. Follow the Varnashrama Dharma and seek the eternal. ये दोनों हम नहीं कर रहे. That is why samsare paribhramati. But if you do both the things at the Upadhi level, follow the Varnashrama Vyavastha, then the Ishvara Krodha will not be there to us. Then unnecessary samsara will not be there. Everything will be convenient. Because you are following the rules, regulation, the Ishvara will bless you positively. When you boss or father, you are favorable to them, they bless. Then that Ishvara Kripa se hi, Ishvara's Ishvaratva dropped, means Upadhis are kept aside. Jiva's Jivatva is kept aside by dropping Upadhi. Then from the Tattva Drishti, they are one only, Abheda Darshan. Then it is moksha. So here, though Prutag Atmanam Preritaram is the mantra in the Upanishad, the Bhashyakara used the word Jiva and Ishvara. So we have explained it in this way that समष्टि के खिलाफ हम व्यष्टि के लिए हम काम करते हैं selfish होकर, then we are subject to the Brahmana from one unit to the other. If we don't do that, then no need to do Brahmana. Not only that, in one body staying. And like yesterday, how beautifully Vasishthaji said, Gachan, Patan, Tishtan, Deva, Asura, Manushya, Pashu Yonishu. In any of the yoni, if you are qualified, you can get the moksha. कल का पॉइंट सुना ना आपने? So here also, no need to wandering in one human body only. If you have surrendered to the Ishvara, he will give us the Nirupadika Atma Anubhuti and get the moksha. Therefore, with the desire of final moksha through oneness with Paramatma, we have to live life tuning to the Ishvara at the Upadhi level through sadhana. These are all not mentioned here, but this is how the Jiva first, what do you call, stops getting the troubles given by the Ishvara because he is now obedient. Second, the Jiva Bhava goes away because the Upadhi transcendental experience by the Ishvara Kripa, it will come. Again, it has its process that Ishvara will come in the form of the Guru. Guru will teach the Mahavakya Upadesha. He will tell us how to contemplate on the Mahavakya. ये सारा process होता है. Through that process, the moksha. That moksha aspect is when you discover your oneness with him. That will be the next paragraph. So, prutagatmanam preritaram matva brahmyate, then tatah jushtaha tena amrutatvam. Jushtaha is when we are in tune with that Paramatma, then we get amrutatva. So, इसलिए एज ए जीवा ईश्वर उपासना करो, वो भी जीव ईश्वर का भेद मिटकर एकता को पाने के लिए, क्योंकि उसे में मोक्ष. Ishvara reciprocates. He gives us the best upadhis. He sends the best facilities. You can see some people. All Sharira Prana Manamudhi are wonderful. Wonderful Guru they got. They are listening Tattva. They are contemplating. They are just about to reach. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? This Jiva has done Jushtaha Tataha. Tuned to that one. In other cases, there is no Guru in life. There is no spiritual vision at all. This person with his upadhis, to make the upadhis happy only, struggling in this world so much, and he is not able to succeed. Therefore, he is taking to the wrong means. ये दोनों तरह के लोग हम देख रहे हैं इस जगत. In the first one, he has become devotee to the Ishvara. Ishvara कृपा से उपाधि स्थाई में सब ठीक है. That's called as योगक्षेम वहाम्यहम. Then साधना भी सब ठीक है. मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. अहम त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि. So, therefore, in this way, in this Upanishad, Sopadika Jiveshwara Sambandha, in which Jiva is supposed to be surrendered to the Ishvara. And do what he says. With that, Nirupadika Ekata will anyway come. Without that Nirupadika Ekata, moksha cannot be there. Sopadika level mein, we will always be servant only to that Ishvara. Need not be also. And be away from the Ishvara, then he will just send his Maya. It will make a Gada out of the buffalo. जब अटैक करती है माया शक्ति, अब इस बंदे का क्या क्या नहीं होता. Don't you see that in our Ramayana and all? Narad ji himself wanted to see the Maya. कैसा बंदर बना के भगवान ने उनको नचाया है कि नहीं. There are all examples to say that भगवान से हम जब मजाक मस्करी करते हैं, उनकी माया शक्ति क्या क्या करती है. Remember, at the Nirguna Brahma level, all of them are not there. Only pure Brahman. But when you're talking at the relative level, all what is said in our Puranas is pakka correct. जैसे स्वप्न में है तो स्वप्न 100% true. Only when you wake up it is mithya. And you have to wake up because sapna is absolutely unreal. Appearing तो है, experience तो हुआ, उस level से true है बहुत. But it is a higher state than the swapna. Therefore you wake up. So too in the waking world, for everyone of us, waking world is real only. But it is changing, continuously troubling us. Therefore, if there was no option, you could have stuck to this. But there is another option of realizing the self. Go there, ये सारा झंझट नहीं होगा. इस तरह से. So we will see the next para where Jushtah Tatah Tena Amrutattvameti is explained tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramasibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti MAATRE Namaha. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends.